I don't know what to film. Everything's moving.
Before we start, quickly come and have a look at this.
That is outrageous.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cars.
Always worth checking the perimeter of the Lamborghini factory. You can't take the car spotting out of me. We are literally in a Lamborghini. Everyone that's driving past us that has come to the factory to go to the museum is literally seeing a car on the road. And we're in it, yet we're still doing what they're doing.
You're going around like, are we going to see any Lamborghinis? I'm like, Paul, look literally in front of you.
But
give it some.
Okay, hold on.
Come on, son.
Hold on.
Go on, son.
I was in Strada.
Oh.
Yep. There's a Huracan.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds so good.
And no matter how long the Huracan has existed for, that will never get old.
Yeah. It's so cool.
So I flew from the UK to Geneva, which had black cloud and rain. This is why I have come to Europe. And why I wanted to come in February, but the fact that we're doing it now makes no difference whatsoever. Blue skies, sunshine, the symphony of supercar engines. I can still hear it. This is going to be an epic video when he gets all the way across the river down there. But I'm so happy to be back in Europe. And it's slightly different with Seb's M135i, which we will talk about in another video because there is some news on that particular car. But just in general, the excitement of me getting back out into Europe to feel like I'm on a road trip, and whilst we're not in two separate cars, we are bouncing around Italy and then heading into Monaco as well. And just to get back into Monaco is going to be so exciting. With spring on the way, there's not much that can beat Monaco in April, May time, and we will be doing a road trip. I know I've been talking about buying an Aston Martin. That DBS has thrown me off a little bit off the Aston Martin scent, but I'm still considering a number of cars that I can then join Sam potentially with his 360 Challenge Stradale. Seb's getting a new car in April. There is a lot going on, and that is why this summer I'm really excited about getting another car that can go alongside the R8. But yeah, to be here, it is incredible, and to spend the day with Lamborghini. You wait until the last video of this trip, which will be the video that we shot this morning with Lamborghini on their new car. Very exciting, but yeah, so happy to be here.
Does sound very good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think from the Performante onwards, when they managed to raise the exhaust pipe so they could fully take advantage of that rear aero, but you also had these such short pipes from basically the engine all the way to the central exit exhaust tips. That's what you got. Like, it's almost like a aggressive howl.
Yeah.
And the valves are very similar to the Huracan STO, where they come in and it's almost done. I can't quite. And then they're coming off the.
They're weird, the valves. They're very hard to predict.
I actually did a whole piece on it when I had the STO back in the UK because I thought that it might be something to do with the track day noise limits and stuff. But why would you have it on this car, which is designed for essentially the multimillionaires that have enough land at home that they can turn their garden into a dirt track? Because then in rally mode, this car would be an absolute beast.
Mate, it'd be so fun.
That downshift's weird.
Weird, yeah. It's not like it feels like it could be amazing, but here we go. I'm bracing.
Well, you told me it was 610 brake?
610 brake.
Yeah. See how it feels.
I think it's 3.4 to 60 and I'll believe it.
Unbelievably quick. I just love keeping the engine in that rev range.
That sounds amazing. It's quick.
Yeah. It's addictive. Just like the GT3 RS, this car is just electrifying when you put everything up into its sort of crazy mode. And oh, I'm so desperate to just have a go in this to see what it feels like off-road.
Take a left now into that.
Yeah,
field.
I'm just trying to think, like, we're driving into the mountains and I just wonder whether there's a way that we can somehow get a little bit off-road and see how it squirms around, because I almost feel limited by the fact that we have to stay on a road at the moment, and that's just...
It's crazy to say in a Lamborghini, isn't it?
When I first got invited to drive the Sterrato last year, it was in the UK, and they hadn't quite figured out the insurance of whether you could take it off or not. So I said, look, I really want to drive it off-road. And then there was two opportunities that came up, one in Italy and one in Sardinia, that would allow me to do that. I couldn't go. So this is the first time that I get to drive the Sterrato, and we're back to the limitation of the tarmac.
What is that face? Someone, please tell me you've left that in the edit and someone can clip that out. They are weird, those shifts.
I know.
Torquey, it like goes. Even
Oh yeah. So we're in rally mode now, and I just feel like the suspension has completely been let loose, where any sort of undulation in the road, the tyres are looking for grip.
What a road.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to be in a V12 on this kind of road.
Hear that? You're shifting very early.
Do you know why? I like playing this car like a musical instrument, Seb.
Okay, Paul. Look at this!
Oh, this car is hilarious. Like, anything you ask it to do, it just does. There's like no complaints.
Quite a lot of grip as well.
Well, I was just about to say, I think in any other car, how much tyre squeal would you be hearing right about now? And actually, in quite a lot of Huracans, potentially, how much understeer as well.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing this car in, there's no understeer, there's no oversteer, we're just kind of carving our way through, and that's definitely my driving style. Like, I'm not there to try and brake as late as possible and cut the corner because this is a public road. But yeah, absolutely hilarious. What a road as well.
And it's sunny now.
Oh,
look at this.
it's fantastic, isn't it? Bet you were thinking I was going to accelerate.
Yeah.
No, Seb.
Shall we do flybys here, Paul?
That's exactly what it is that we're doing. Come on then, Seb. Tell me what you think about this car. We've been driving it in rally mode.
It's awesome. It's very fun, isn't it? It's kind of addictive, as you were saying.
And the sun setting.
Something feels special about driving around the streets of Bologna in a V10 powered Lamborghini. It's so good.
And I think we've gone all the way up to 640 brake, I think, with the Huracans, maybe a little bit more with the STO, but 610 is plenty.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet spot, isn't it? I mean, not that you're really going to feel the difference too much on these kinds of roads. It just feels adapted, and it makes these kind of imperfect roads more manageable.
Yep, and the road definitely is imperfect. We've been driving on some very interesting terrains today, all tarmac, but yeah, the views are incredible. Look at the colour of the sky, the view in the wing mirror. It's like we're in a Forza PlayStation game.
Literally, I mean, listen to that.
And that's with the windows up.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm just going to film around here. I'm just going to double check we're going in the right direction. Yep, carry on straight, Seb. Carry on straight. Look at it over there.
How beautiful. What a special way to end the day.
Alright, we don't need to get too deep, Seb. We need to get rid of this Sterrato. We're about 15 minutes behind schedule. We're going to dump our cameras in the BMW, get to our Airbnb, which is going to be our home for the next 2 nights, continue on with our adventure, go and see some other manufacturers, because in this area there are some incredible manufacturers, have some amazing fun, and hopefully get more weather like this. Oh, this is nice. Little Lamborghini puddle light. Oh! And the museum, the factory, looks absolutely stunning as the sun is setting. And what a mental day. I know this is only day 2 of the road trip, but my God, have we kicked things off with a bang. A massive thank you to Lamborghini. I mean, it looks incredible. The museum all lit up there. We did go in there earlier. It was a lot of fun. And look at that sunset over there. What a way to spend the afternoon. And now we have 2 Sterratos parked up next to each other with the M135i at the back. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave the video there. Stay tuned for another Lamborghini video that is coming in a few weeks' time. At the end of April, you will see it. And I cannot wait to share with you what we have been up to here for a little bit of a secret project. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, guys. I'm shattered, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.